Jasmeet K Reen, welcome to CNN-News18.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Jasmeet, congratulations. Your film Darling will be premiering on Jan 29th on Zee Cinema at 12 p.m. The film got a record-breaking viewership when it dropped on Netflix in August last year. Do you think a whole set of new audience going to discover the film when it will be airing on this Republic Day weekend on Zee Cinema? And is this
Yes,
the biggest
absolutely.
joy for a director to discover a new set of audiences, especially masses?
Yes, I think, see, I'm very excited. Darlings came out earlier on Netflix, which was a worldwide release, and we got so much love from not only India, but all over the world. And now I'm so curious to see how audience who's not seen the film will perceive it on television. I'm so curious to see their reactions because I feel like, some people have come out saying that it's a mother-daughter emotional comedy. Some people have come out and said, oh my God, it's a husband-wife, a toxic relationship drama. Some people have said, oh, it's a hardcore comedy thriller. So people, all of this is a part of the same film, but I think people have taken different parts and, taken different things out of the film, which is so interesting to see. So I'm curious and very, very excited. I hope people on Zee Cinema on 29th enjoy the film as much as the others have. So yeah, just waiting.
Yeah, the
Yes.
film is a dark comedy with a
Hmm.
strong message at its core. Do you
Yeah.
think today audiences are more receptive to dark humor?
Yeah, I mean, with the response we got from the release on 5th August last year, I mean, yeah, people are. I think people connect with the story and the characters. Once that happens and they start rooting for the characters who they feel they can, I think any genre is welcome to them. That's how I see it. And so that emotional connect is really important in a film, at least for me and what I've seen when I speak to people, at least about Darling, because that's the only film I have made. So, like people emotionally connected with Badru and Shamshu's pain, and so they were able to root for them. So, I think the genre follows the story in that sense.
Darling is your first film as a director. How would you like to describe your first film? What are the key points or the big learning for you? What you discovered
Big
about
learning.
cinema, about
Hmm.
film while making Darling? And the things you didn't know, because you, of course, were you're a writer as well. You have written 2 films before coming on board as a director.
Hmm. See, I what I learned, and I always say this, is that you have to follow your gut. You have to follow your intuition. Sometimes you're playing with structure, you're playing with genre. Like you asked me just now, how come like dark comedy is working, and so many different kinds of films are working for audience today. I think if you follow your gut and then work on the story with that gut, with that feeling, that vision, and if you are clear and if you are able to share that vision with your team, with your producers, with your actors, and help them understand what you're looking for, um, and and then get the best out of them, you can actually just execute the vision really well. Because thinking out of the box is one thing as a writer, because I have been a writer before, but executing it, seeing it come to life, looking for those magic moments of magic, which I used to always hear before. Okay, cinema is magic. You look for that magic when you direct actors. What that really means is, where you hold the tension and bam, you release it. And I think that also comes from being open on set. Like you, obviously, because you're a writer director, you've written the script, so you can't you go with I mean, you go very well prepared, but you go with an open mind and wait for that magic to happen, and that could come from an actor's improvisation, and you should just be open and present enough to recognize it, or it could come from your improvisation, or somebody that something just happens on set sometimes. Like when we cast the constable, when there are two cops who come to the mother and daughter's house, there's a female cop and there's a male cop. On script, in the script on paper, there were two male cops, and we cast a female cop because we thought two women are going home, and normally as per the law, a female cop goes with them. But so many lovely change, and we also fell in love with Divya. Anmol had my casting director Anmol recommended Divya for that role, and I really just loved her audition. and so much fun came out, and the scene came to life, because when Zulfi breaks into the house, he falls into her arms. Then when he says "Khala cute lagti hai," he points to that woman first before he points to chef. So so many things came to life because of that, and those are things that you look for. So my learnings are, yeah, to look for that magic, and yeah, be open minded, and yeah.
You know, today, would you please like to share the idea behind Darling, how it was born? It was have a Shah Rukh Khan connection to it, not just as a producer.
I didn't know. I'll tell you what happened. So I wrote a script with Parvez, and I took it to Red Chilies, and I told them that I wanted to direct it. They liked it. Then we narrated it to Shah Sir, and Shah Sir liked it. I mean, so he produced it. What he had a couple of suggestions on the script, and he's amazing. There is so much to learn whenever you meet him, right? So he said he spoke a lot about the mother-daughter relationship and how fantastic it can be. And he was, we were discussing their banter. And he really found Hamza's role very interesting. And he said, it is such a lovely role for an actor. And if I was younger, maybe I would do it. That's all he said. He was not supposed to be part of the film. He was always supposed to be a producer. But he said that but he was trying to, maybe he liked the character so much that he said that. So yeah, we've been speaking about it. I think Vijay also spoke about it. So we told Vijay this. I said he had said that. So yeah, because he found it very layered. And he also had told us, he gave us a very nice suggestion, because in the second half, Hamza doesn't have the lines. The funny lines are going to other people. And but the film changes pace and becomes funnier in the second half. So he said, the comedy is coming from the other people, and it's a situational comedy, and all of the fun is there. But don't forget Hamza, because obviously it was there on paper and he was always tied to a chair, but he said it can be really funny. And he saw that on paper, which was amazing. These are the small advice, little suggestions he gave us, which really worked well for the film.
I read a report in which it was mentioned that before Darlings, you wanted to make Sahir with Janvi biopic with Shah Rukh Khan. Is that back, or is it on back burner now, or how is that shaping up?
That's the first script I ever wrote. I wanted to make that into a film. Now that I've directed Darlings, I've directed a film. I hope I've learned few things, so I will make it better. It's there. It's a script we all love very much. So yeah, we will make it one day for sure, when we find the right Sahir and Amrita.
With Shah Rukh Khan in it? You don't want to comment.
When we find the right Sahir and Amrita.
Sure.
Shah Sir is so amazing. I mean, right now he is the producer, so we don't know.
As a director, everyone on the set seeks validation from director. Who's your close confidant when you're on a set?
The whole team, really. So firstly, as I said, you have to follow your vision. Your script best. Your characters best, because as a director, every storyteller who's going to direct a film, they have lived longest with the story and characters. But if you need to turn to someone, your whole team, I think filmmaking is collaboration. So definitely all your HODs, like DOP, art director, but actors, so whoever you trust on set, I think you can go to them. And I think it's very important to build that relationship with people. I was very, very lucky, because everybody, you have to understand, everybody on my team is far more experienced than I am. This was my first film, but all of them had so much experience behind them. Yeah, I'm fortunate in that respect. I had a dream cast and a dream team.
Jasmeet, Pathaan opened to a thunderous response today. If you look at the last year and the movies starring two Khans, Amir and Salman, underperformed at the box office. According to you, what is it about Pathaan that it got people thronging theaters? Do you think it's Shah Rukh Khan's magic?
See, Shah Rukh Khan's magic is always there. We all love Shah Sir. I think he is an amazing actor, and I hope and pray that, it's already opened so well. So we are all very excited about Pathaan. I think some films work at the box office, some don't. We should not analyze so much. I think everybody's making films with a lot of love. Everybody's making films telling stories they believe in. So I can't speak for other films, but I think they are all. I think the whole industry and all of us are really excited about Pathaan doing well. But yeah, Shah Rukh Khan's magic is
Yeah,
there to remain.
sure. Today in this social media age, how important are reviews? Say for a film like Pathaan that stars an actor like Shah Rukh Khan.
Hmm.
How important are reviews today, you think, in the social media age when people also have plenty of option to consume content?
See, I think it's to each his own, but a film, I feel that you watch a trailer and you know whether you're going to go and watch the film or not. I feel if the trailer connects with you and whatever in that trailer, one moment in that trailer, if it connects with you, I think the audience decides basis that, as for me. Of course, there are so many Shah Rukh Khan fans and so many uh, people who would love to watch his films anyway, that the fans will anyway watch it, right? But if you're talking about people who have to decide to go to the theater or not, I think it's basis trailer. People who wish to read about it and then go and watch it, to each his own, as far as I'm concerned. So I feel like people make up their mind after watching a trailer or a song, and then they go and watch the film. That's what I feel.
Do you think Pathaan's success will end the dry spell at the box office? And how do you think it will benefit the industry?
I hope it does. There's no dry spell, but yeah, I hope it does. I think all films should do well. I feel like um, there is so much people are making. I think this year is very exciting. There are so many films coming out. So yeah, Pathaan, this is the first one, the first big one. Shasa's coming after so long. I think people are also excited to see him on screen after so long. So that should work very well for us.
Jasmeet, you're also a writer. How often do you get time to read, and which are the books that you are currently hooked to?
Oh, um, I'm always reading and writing. I think it's very important to read because when you watch films, you tend to like films I love. I tend to watch them the second time so that because if they are something that I really need to learn from, I watch it the second time because otherwise I'm focusing on how it's being made or other aspects or how this shot was taken or something like that. But it's very important to read. As a writer, I love to create. I write almost every day, and it doesn't mean active writing, but it could be reading or working on a concept or something like that. So that is my process. I enjoy it. I love to wake up. This is what I wake up and I love to do. I think it's a privilege that you can do it. Um, Reading, I'm always reading. Yeah, right now I'm reading a couple of books for work. But if I must recommend, I like Murakami a lot. I like Haruki Murakami. I read that his books a lot. Kafka, actually all of them. I just like his writing very much. In terms of the current authors, I like classics a lot, like Milan Kundera. I read a lot of fiction, literary fiction. I'm also reading a current book. Another book I'm reading right now is Seven Moons of Mali, which won the Booker Prize. I've just started reading it. It's really nice. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, these are the books I'm reading right now.
We are looking forward to your next film. Thank you so much and best of luck.
Thank you.